It is 100 degrees here. And the mailman just came by, but guess what? He didn't have a book for me. See, I'm being good. I'm sure my husband's proud. Just kidding. This is my May book haul. Now, before you say, oh my goodness, Sophie. Oh, first, hey, welcome to All Things Equilateral. Thanks so much for stopping by again. And before you say, okay, Sophie, you had this ginormous 4-month-long book haul that you just did, and now you've bought more books. It's my birthday month in May, and you know, I might have treated myself, and a few people treated me. No, mostly I treated myself, as my husband will tell you. My problem is I get on Instagram and you guys post the prettiest photos, and I just find myself going, huh, I could read that. As you know, I'm always in the mood for chick lit, and contemporary stories are my favorite in the summer. So I may have hauled not one, but 2 books by the same author. And this is a British author, and nearest and dearest to my heart is British chick lit. Brit chick lit. Say that 3 times fast. So these books are by Giovanna Fletcher, and the first one's called Billy and Me. This is her older book. She wrote this in 2013, and this book has gotten really, really good reviews on Goodreads. So it's about Sophie. Sophie May has a secret, one that she's successfully kept for years. It's meant that she had to give up her dreams of going to university and traveling the world to stay in her little village, living with her mom and working in her local tea shop. But then she meets the gorgeous Billy, an actor with ambitions to make it to the top. And when they fall in love, Sophie is whisked away from the comfort of her life into Billy's glamorous but ruthless world. So we have shy little Sophie. I can't relate. Of course I can. Being whisked away from her little village, which sounds so much more romantic than the suburb I live in, by a famous actor. Yeah, this is good. And the next book is the one that just came out. It's called You're the One That I Want. Everyone sing along. It's about Maddie, who's dressed in white, stands at the back of the church. At the end of the aisle is Rob, the man she's about to marry. Next to Rob is Ben, best man and the best friend any 2 people ever had. And that's the problem. I can almost hear the Taylor Swift song, right? Is she gonna marry the wrong guy? Oh my gosh, perfect beach read. The next book, and when do I not mention Christy? Hi Christy from Ravenous Reader, and Nancy as well. They were promoting this book, The Duke of Bannerman Prep by Katie A. Nelson. You guys might have seen it on their channel and on their blog. This is a YA reimagining of one of my favorite classic literature book that is not Pride and Prejudice, and that's F. Scott Fitzgerald's Great Gatsby. So this is supposed to be kind of similar to that in plot. So this is about a guy named Tanner McKay who goes to Bannerman Prep. It's an elite school, and he has a talent for debate. And so his whole goal is to win this big trophy, championship debate trophy. In the meantime, he gets to kind of sucked up into this other person's life who goes by the name of the Duke. He's Bannerman royalty. And Duke has crazy parties. Does this sound familiar? So it's a retelling of Great Gatsby set in a boarding school. I love boarding school settings. Summer. Okay, and then I was perusing Barnes & Noble like I do because, you know, book nerd, bookworm, and they had this, you guys, a little Sarah Dessen Once and For All sampler. I don't know if you guys have checked it out, but they're absolutely free at Barnes & Noble coming June 6, 2017. Check out your Barnes & Noble and see if they have these little suckers still there. I love Rainbow Rowell, and probably my favorite is Eleanor Park. But I really enjoyed Fangirl. I enjoyed it because I am a fangirl, and I totally get it. I don't always get fan fiction. I know, I'm sorry. But I love the characters. I love Kath, and when this came out in this gorgeous paperback, Carry On, which you know is the story that Kath, the character, was writing based on a Harry Potter-esque world. She was writing fan fiction for it in Fangirl. This is the paperback, and it is just beautiful. I had to get it. I'm thinking that, you know, if it's in a small, compact size like this, I'll just, you know, throw it in the car as I take the kids up to the lake and read it. Okay, if you know me, you know I love all things Star Wars, and Beth Revis wrote Rebel Rising, a Star Wars story. I mean, look at it, you guys, and it's Beth writing it. This is going to be fantastic. The next book, truth be told, I was sitting at Barnes & Noble and I'd ordered my iced Americano, you know, extra shot like I do, and I picked this book up because I have seen it pretty much everywhere, all over BookTube, people hauling it. But what I did is what I usually do when I'm unsure about buying it, and yes, to my husband, I am unsure at times about buying books. I opened it up and I read like the first 25 pages and I was so hooked. Neil Shusterman's Scythe. It's about a society that has conquered all illnesses and has conquered diseases. There are no wars and there's no misery as a result. Also, as a consequence, there are no deaths. So they have these people, because, you know, how are you going to control population growth, that take people's lives, and it's like a craft that you study. The 25 pages I read were unbelievably beautiful. So, you know, I love me some Reaper stories, so. All right, there's a couple of series I've got to catch up on, and Renee Audier's series, Flame in the Mist. So this is the second one in the, I think it's a duology or a trilogy, I'm not sure, the Wrath of the Dawn series. They label it, US Weekly said it's Game of Thrones meets Arabian Nights. So, hello, I need to get to this ASAP. Now, the next book is my guilty pleasure. I love high fantasy when it's really well written. And if you guys haven't checked out Megan Whalen Turner's The Thief series, she writes like one book every 5 years. But I love this series, and this is the 5th installment that just came out. They also recovered the books, and this is Thick as Thieves, and it's part of the Queen's Thief series. It is, as Holly Black blurbed, impossible to put down. If you love high fantasy, really well told, unreliable narrators, the first book's The Thief, 5 stars. I challenge you guys to read it. Now, the next book is just another ginormous book, like I need more of those in my life, but it's about witches. And this is the arc, The Black Witch by Laurie Forrest. I love witch stories, as some of you may know. This is about a black witch rising that has unheard of powers, and it's about a girl who dreams of becoming an apothecary and going to this Verpax University where her brothers go, but instead she ends up inheriting, it sounds like, her grandmother's legacy, and it unfolds from there. It sounds like a little bit of fantasy combined with witch lore. Hello, nothing says summer like a few witches. And the very last book I actually won in a Goodreads giveaway. I know. It's a story that was a bestseller in the UK. It's called The Essex Serpent, and this is an adult book. It's not YA, and it's just published here in America on June 17th is when it comes out. So it's about Cora Seaborn, who is a naturalist, and when her domineering husband dies, she goes off to the coast of Essex and learns about this religious superstition and rumor. And the rumor is that the mythical Essex Serpent has returned, taking the life of a young man. This is just the kind of mystery that I love. You know, British mysteries set in coastal towns. I mean, again, perfect summer reading. So what did you haul in May? You know, for all my May babies out there, happy birthday month to us. And if you're a fellow May baby, let me know down below what you guys hauled in May, our birthday month. And if you're not a May baby, just let me know. I love looking at book hauls. And if you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up. Hit subscribe, because I've got all sorts of stuff planned this summer. I mean, the kids are almost out of school. Hope you're having a good day. Thanks for watching. Cut.